Second and 5. Green Ellis for a first down into the 37. Welcome to the Downcast, a podcast for the Fantasy Football League 4th Down Syndrome, with your host, David Dubois and Zach Douglas. Let's go!
Hey all, welcome to the Downcast, Wednesday, December 6th. Damon here, Leonidas Kings. We got, as always, with us, Zach, the Muff Diver Douglas. How you doing?
I'm fucking devastated that I'm not in the fucking playoffs anymore.
We're looking forward to another 30 to 40 minutes of your hate, so that's pretty exciting. And then we've got one of our two bye week winners. Always knew he was bye, but Skylar, how you doing?
I'm doing great, fucker. Thanks.
You're welcome.
How are you doing?
Well, yeah, welcome on. We couldn't get Meehan and Billy, even though he loves to talk a bunch of shit. Of course, couldn't be on either, but that's all right. We'll have a good one today. We got the playoffs. So yeah, we got a lot. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm gonna do a little different today since it is the playoffs. I'm just gonna go over the standings first, right out the gate. Actually, no, I'm stupid. We're going to review Week 12 first, since it was the one, and then I'll do standings, and then we got a lot to talk about since it is the playoffs. So just a real quick recap, Week 12, and then you guys can jump in and let me know what your thoughts are. But it was a pretty crazy Week 12. I don't know if anybody was following. My brother had to beat me, and he was in. He couldn't do that. I scored 60 points. He couldn't beat me. Epic fell. Bass just needed to trust in Antonio Brown, which we'll talk a little more about later. He would have been in. And Meehan came on an epic comeback to beat Lee and knock him out of the playoffs. It was a pretty good week, but let's just go over the scores. So I defeated my brother 60.4 to 55.9 in the lowest scoring, most pathetic victory of all time. The Hammer of Thor, Chris, thank you so much, took out the champ and ended his 4-year reign of terror of never finishing worse than third, winning 112.3 to 102. The Dick Cheese made his way into the playoffs by taking out Lee, winning 119.4 to 108.9. Notorious Bulge locked up the 1 seed with a 129.4 to 110 victory over the Peppers of Justice. Sunday Morning Boner kept rolling and sent Zach into 8 straight losses, winning 104.3 to 101.3. And then Skylar here locked up the other bye week with a 127.2 to 104.3 victory over Bill. So it was a good week, lots of good stuff. Any thoughts from you two?
Yeah. Last week I had that fucking piece of shit Crabtree fuck my whole season up. And then my last chance to beat somebody in the regular season, Gronk fucks it up with his little bullshit.
Can I get a white racial slur real quick?
That fucking cracker.
I'll take it. What about you, Skylar? What thoughts on the last week?
Well, here's the thing: is my team is they're decent. You know, I made it this far with them, but they've slowly started going downhill a little bit. You know. So I'm a little worried about the playoffs. So hopefully they pick it up a little bit. But excited to be where I'm at. So
they're just saving themselves for prom night. Don't worry.
Hopefully.
Well, if that Stay Puff fuck Andy Reid would ever play goddamn Kareem Hunt enough, you'd be just fine. I have Hunt in 2 other leagues, and while he's okay, it's like, fuck, man, you're just wasting away an epic talent. Like, let's go, you dick.
Completely agree with you.
Yeah, so I understand there. But so let's just go over let's finish out the week. I'm so stupid. Anyway, the game of the week was Lee and Meehan, and as we know, Meehan won that. So the team of the week, edging out Skylar, was the Connor Bulge. I guess number 1 edged out number 2 for the top score. So you guys have some tough teams going in, and then Skylar, the regular season's officially over, so the bad beat is going to end at the regular season. So you've officially won that at 141.5. You were going to the whole time anyway, but you've officially done it, so good job.
And I think that was Zach that beat me, right?
Yeah, it was Zach. It was when Zach was on his terror mode. It just seems forever ago that he was crushing it.
So long ago.
At least you had a point in the season in which you were crushing it.
Yeah.
So, for the badass move of the
that's what makes it even harder not be making it to the playoffs. You know what I mean? You start out just this fucking animal, and then a little point correction happened against Bill's game, and then I haven't won a game.
For real, like that's crazy too, because you were like you had to just win like 3 games. I think if you would have won 3 of the final 8, you probably would have been in, because I would have put you at 5 losses, and Meehan got in at 5 losses, and so you probably would have won, or I'm sorry, been in the playoffs, and you and you went 8 in a row. Anyway, epic. So badass move of the week is going to repeat from last week, and it is once again Meehan playing Rapey over Dak. Last week I gave him the move because he just wouldn't give up on Dak's dick. But this week it was impressive that he played Rapey on the road, and he still came through, ended up winning and getting him into the playoffs. So congratulations there. And then dumbass move of the week, without a doubt, goes to the champ, Mark Bass, for preemptively benching Antonio Brown because he was questionable for Monday night. I don't know if anybody saw that, but he ended up playing Paul Richardson Sunday night because Antonio Brown was questionable and he needed to guarantee points. So while I get what he was doing, he needed to win the game and he needed guaranteed points. He couldn't risk Antonio Brown not playing the next night and thus losing. But if he would have risked it, he would have won and he'd be in the playoffs. But one side note to that, and this is for everybody going forward, if you get in a situation where your player's questionable Monday night and you don't want to risk it Sunday, the smarter thing that Bass could have done to get in, because we have waivers run every day but Tuesdays, Devin, and the league you run, we should change that. If he would have gone and picked up just, I don't know, one of whatever best receiving option he could find out of Pittsburgh and Cincinnati, if he would have put in a claim on him for Monday, pulled out his receiver, had one of these guys be his backup plan, which allowed him to play Antonio Brown had he been active, that would have been the smartest play, would have won him the game. So just know that, you don't need to preemptively sit somebody. You can, if you don't have a better option, which he didn't, pick up the next best available thing the next day and risk that player. Like, I don't know, whatever. I don't know how many players he had.
Really what it comes down to is Bass is a dumbass and doesn't listen to this podcast, so fuck him.
True. He is a huge dumbass, and he will, and that is the punishment that he will receive forevermore. And I'm glad he didn't make the playoffs. I'm ecstatic. I'm glad him and Lee didn't make it, and I'm glad my brother Skyler and Devin's first year, but whatever. I'm glad he did, because now everybody has made and missed the playoffs, and that's really cool. Except for, I get it, Devin. He's only been in 1 year and he's made it. He's 1 for 1, so really he's the only one, I guess. But anyway, so any thoughts on that, on Skyler, on the switching out or anything?
No, I'm good.
All right. So the final regular season standings are as follows: Champions Division. My brother, Caitlin Jenner's Balls, wins the division at an 8.5-7 record, followed by the champ, 8.5-8, and myself with the league worst, 4.5-9. In the Fuck Damon division, we have the Notorious Bulge winning the division and earning the bye week at 14-5. Senior Hobo Dick Cheese, 11.5-5, and the Peppers of Justice, 12-6. This entire division made the playoffs. Pretty fantastic. And we have the Fuck You division. Sunday Morning Billy wins the division at 11-5, followed by Hammer of Thor at 9.5-6, and Southwest Muff Divers at 7-8. Billy only one to make the playoffs there. And then the White Power division, Snatchville Lubricators 13-5 and the bye week, had to tell her twice, 11.5 and 6, and Tebow goes yards 6.5 and 8. Skylar the only one to make the playoffs there. So we had the 3 division winners and the entire Fuck Damon division make the playoffs. So it was pretty intense. It's going to be a pretty intense playoffs, I think. And yeah, Lee's team got left out. He had a very good record and still got left out. My brother's team, much worse than Lee's and shouldn't have made it in over him, but he won the division, so shit happens.
Yep.
Anything from you guys? Any quippy remarks?
No, not really. I'm just sad.
Well, see, I'm not to your point yet. I've been sad for like 2 months now, so I'm past it. So I did adjust the playoffs. I had to adjust to get Brad in, and then I also adjusted the losers bracket to be similar to the winners bracket, where I'm playing Lee, I'm playing the best team not to make the playoffs, and so on and so forth. And just so everybody knows, the brackets will be dynamic. So basically meaning whoever the lowest seed is to win this weekend in the winners bracket will be playing Devin, and the highest seed will be playing Skylar. So if there's no upsets, it'll be my brother playing Devin and Billy playing Skylar. If there is whoever moves on with the lowest seed, Devin, other person Skylar. Same that, and then the losers bracket doesn't really matter that much. It's going to be a little bit different because there's no bye week team. So it's just, I don't know. I'll figure that out as it goes. I mean, who gives a shit? Basically, don't lose 3 games or you take last place. So I'll figure that out as it goes. If anybody has any good ideas, probably because 3 teams will win, 3 teams will lose. I don't know how it's going to work out. So anyway, yeah, it's going to be pretty intense. The playoffs are here. Oh yeah, another side note with the playoffs, we have 3 teams from last year's 3 teams that made the playoffs last year are back in. We have Peppers of Justice, Dick Cheese, and Sunday Morning Boner, and then 3 new teams to the playoffs this year. The 2 bye weeks, Lubricator and Bulge, and then my brother first time in too. So 3 new, not only new to the playoffs, but new to the playoffs in this league. So it's pretty exciting. Just trying to think what else I was thinking about in the playoffs, and then my I don't know. Meehan beat Billy last year for third place, so hopefully maybe they get to play each other again at some point. That'd be pretty cool. But it would have to be in the championship, so we'll see. Also, that was the other thing. Only one person in the playoffs has won so far, and that's Brad. So we only have about an 87% chance of a first-time champion, which is also super cool. I really don't want to see someone get their name on the trophy twice before I'm ever able to do it once. So I'm glad that the percentage is very low for that happening.
Well, speaking of which, Bass needs to hurry up and put his fucking name on it so that that's taken care of.
Yeah, no, I'm going to talk to him. Trust me. He's been the worst fucking champion on the planet. I should have won. I probably did win, but I was too much of a bitch to just say it's the tiebreaker's obvious. It's all my fault. But yeah, he hasn't fucking loved the trophy like he should. I doesn't listen to the goddamn Downcast. He's nowhere to be found. And I agree. I'm frustrated with it too. Oh yeah, other side note. I know you two already said you're good, and about half the league has said they're good. I'm thinking just a New Year's Eve, just like an afternoon thing. Lee got to me. He'll be out of town. Oh my gosh, sorry, my computer's being a fucking dickhead. Lee's not going to be in town, so he's not going to be able to come to it, which is fine. Jesus Christ, these fucking computer, pardon my language. So Lee won't be able to make it. Devin's checking to make sure he's not doing anything too early, but I think that's a good time. It still leaves everybody time to go do their New Year's Eve plans. If we did something like 11, 12 o'clock and just got together for an hour, all we're doing is handing out the money, exchange, getting the champ the trophy, and then getting the draft ready for next year. So really it's just an hour I think everybody should be able to do it, so let's just fucking do it. Also, Skylar did want to bring up a point since him and Devin do not play games this week as they have the bye week. He was wondering if they were still eligible for the top score $20. My initial thought, and Zach said it perfectly, is you're just being a greedy bastard because you only, you're already guaranteed no worse than playing for third place. But I don't care. So they're not going to play a game, but their score still will add up. So if anybody has an objection to them possibly being eligible to win it, let it be known. I don't care either way. But just when people listen to this, just let it be known on the group chat or whatever if you think they can go to hell or if they have a chance, because it is what it is. Anything from any of you guys from all my blab in the last 5 minutes?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, well then, let's head into the playoffs preview. I'm going to start with the teams not in the playoffs and just run through them real quick because I want people to not just turn it off after the playoffs. So in the I don't even know where to start because it's all just such shit. So we got me against Lee in the first of the loser game, and currently Lee's projected to win 100.4 to 96.2. All that really matters with this is, winning a game. This is the beginning to the journey of maybe getting a guaranteed top 3 pick and not being dead last. So this is where my team needs to get on that win streak, baby. So I'm going to take me to beat Lee's ass and start my not last place trek. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Who's the matchup?
It's myself and Lee. I mean, who gives a shit, really? I get it, but...
Well, the fact that, what's his name, fucking beats his wife guy, Elliot, he's not going to be playing, so you don't have to worry about that cunt.
Yeah, he's not. And, I mean, let's be real. I'll probably score 70 points if I'm lucky and Lee will kill me, but I'm going to take myself.
Hey, you had 1 week where you were the top scorer, didn't you?
I did.
Well, bring that magic back, buddy.
Skylar?
Well, unfortunately, I think Lee will take this one. He's had a great team. I've been scared by him a couple times, so I think he'll be there.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing that he's out of the playoffs. He might have snuck up on some people. All right, in the next Who Gives a Shit game, we have the Hammer of Thor and Tebow Goes Yard. Hammer of Thor is projected to win 97.3 to 95.3. Yeah, I'll take Bill. Sure, why not?
I'll go with Bill, too.
And I think I'll go with Chris.
Nice. Keep him friendly. You got to work with him. So,
Yep.
All right. And in the final, Who Gives a Shit, we have 2 former champions battling off to see who is the biggest loser. WJ 69ers and Southwest Muff Divers. Currently, WJ 69ers projected to win 100.4 to 96.7. I like seeing them lose. I'll take Zach to end that streak.
I have to end that freaking streak, dude. If I can't win another game this season, I don't know what I'll do.
Well, hopefully, Zach, you mess with your players a little bit because you've got Rob in there still. But I'm gonna go with you.
Oh yeah, because I didn't have any healthy tight ends.
Yeah,
I've already put in a waiver wire for another.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. Even though, whatever, who cares? All right, and then let's do the 3-6 matchup, 3-6 Mafia, 3-6 Mafia. We got Sunday Morning Boner and the Peppers of Justice, Billy v. Brad. Currently, Billy's projected to win 115.5 to Brad's 108.5. This game should be a good one. It's a close projection. Billy's got A. Smith, who's going to dump truck the Raiders. I think the Raiders can win the game, but he's going to score a lot. He's got Ertz, I don't know if Ertz is I guess he's past concussion, but he's got my guys, Ertz, Thielen, Lynch, all my guys on his team that I gave him because I'm an idiot. And so Brad's got some good ones too. He's got, Julio and Ingram. I mean, I think this is going to be a really good game, but I'm going to give it to Billy. I'm going to pick Billy to win just simply because 1/3 of his team was once with me, and all my winnerness went to them. Zach?
What was the matchup?
Jesus Christ. It's Sunday Morning Boner and the Peppers of Justice.
Oh, the Peppers of Justice are going to wipe him out. Fuck.
That's a little division hate, it sounds like. And then
yeah, definitely going to be a tough one here, we'll go with the Sunday morning boner as well. So
really, you should just be picking who you think might be an easier team.
And I unfortunately, I think he would be the easier team. So
yeah, Billy. Yeah, his team's turned it on lately, but I think I'll pick him. I'll pick my guys, and then in the other wild card game in what is sure to be known as the third bye week, which is Senior Hobo Dick Cheese and Caitlin Jenner's balls, and currently the Dick Cheese projected to win 115.7 to 77.2. Now my brother does have Tyrod, who's out, so he is going to have to put someone in for him. He doesn't even have a quarterback on his roster at this moment. Jesus. So even when he gets a quarterback, even once he puts his full roster out there, he's looking at under 100 points. So it's still probably going to be a 20-point easy advantage for the Dick Cheese here. I mean, he's going to beat the fuck out of my brother. He never even deserved to make the playoffs. I can't believe I beat him with 60 points. Jesus. But, yeah, Dick Cheese in the easiest call of the season.
Yeah. I'm going with the Dick Cheese.
Well, I would love for your brother to win, but unfortunately, I think the Dick Cheese has him.
Yeah, I mean, barring anything short of he's got fucking double tight ends. Jesus Christ, this is the worst lineup I've ever seen. It's gonna be a beating. Like, my God, this is upsetting. I hope he has a plan to do something because at least put up some effort for your first time in the playoffs. Quick side note. We're going to do what we did last year. And I know I kind of put this on the group chat, but all last place teams, we're going to switch divisions again. I thought that was kind of fun. Even though, I know my division sucked all year, so I'm kind of sad to leave them. So Zach, myself, Bill, and Meehan are all going to be changing divisions. And we'll do it. That's a part of the drawing we can do it to get together. So we're all going to change divisions just to keep it a little fun. So, definitely Sean's going to probably get an easier division wherever he ends up, and someone's going to get a harder division going with Devin and Brad. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's it for playoffs. It's pretty exciting. Oh, sorry. And then one last the other things here we have Devin, who is projected at 117.1, and Skylar at 93. So if nobody has big complaints or any hate on them possibly winning top scores, there's what they're projected. So once again, I don't care. I would say no, but I could give two fucks less whether they can because I know I'm not getting there. I know me and my brother aren't fucking touching that top score, so I don't give two fucks. All right, well, any last things before we talk a little shit, even though it's going to be kind of a deflated shit talk?
So let's go over who's the two teams or the two games in the playoffs this week.
The two are my brother and Meehan, and Brad and Billy.
Okay, and I'm saying Mihan and Brad are gonna win it.
And I'm saying Billy Meehan.
Okay.
I think I'm with Damon too. So
Well, good luck
Billy
to you.
Meehan? Okay.
Good luck to you, assholes.
Yeah. Congratulations on actually putting together a team that can win games in a consecutive basis. Skylar, you want to talk some shit to anybody? You're not playing anyone, but you want to just lay some shit talk for anyone anywhere?
yeah, if you guys decide not to let us get the top score, I think I'm just gonna sit all my guys. Just let them rest. To say fuck y'all. So
Keep them fresh.
yep.
Yeah, it's important. They got a big game next week. What about you, Zach? What say you?
Yeah, gas the kikes race 4 now.
Como?
I don't know. I'm not really playing anyone.
I know you're playing Bass. I know, I get it. Like when you're in the losers, who gives a shit?
Yeah, Bass, you beat me last time, but this week it's going to be different.
Yeah, let's get past last place. I would die 1,000 deaths of joy, even though I think he has as good a chance as Lee of winning the consolation bracket.
Well, I just set my lineup, and I'm projected to win 108 to 99. So
Yeah, he also hasn't put Antonio Brown back in yet, but good luck to you. And then Lee, uh, you know, after such a good season and such a long win streak, you're as shitty as I am. So, don't beat me by too much, you douche. Yeah, all right. Well, I mean, when not as many games matter, I guess it's just not as cool. But that's all right. We'll get so for people listening, so Devin, Skyler, and then whomever wins this week. Oh, and Meehan, Devin, Skyler, Meehan, and then either Billy or Brad, whoever wins. Let's try and get one of your one to all, two to all of you on next week for a battle royale of shit talk and just hate and anger and violence. I think that'd
yeah,
be
well,
fun.
Yeah, I'll be here.
I wanted to get let's just get it fucking whoever can get on, playoffs or not. Let's just pile in because it'll be fun.
Well, maybe we can do that for like the next week, or maybe I don't know. Yeah, that might not be a bad idea. Yeah, if you guys want to, it might become a shit show. But at the same time, what do you know?
I do 12-man podcasts like this all the time. You just have a little etiquette and you don't mic up. When someone's talking, don't step on them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess we have a round robin way of going. Like once. But yeah, you're right. You're probably right. And then just muting probably is a big thing too. Anyway, so let's do that then. That's fun. If we can get all the playoff teams on, that might be the best. But like he said, whatever. If let's do this next week. Let's go for all 4 playoff teams, and then championship week. Let's get as many people on as we can. So Skylar's good to come back on, but let's get Devin, Meehan, because I don't see any chance of my brother winning, and he's a douche and doesn't listen anyway. And then Billy or Brad, whoever one it is, let's get all 4 of you on with us and let's have some fun.
All right.
All right. Any last things? Any last things from you guys?
Nope.
So payouts. Do we have like a list anywhere?
Yeah, we do. I have it somewhere. I can't find it. But yeah, I will get that note. I'll go over them next week. But yeah, it's like basically it's like 500 it's like 500 first, something like that. 500, 200 second, like 300 or 100 third, money back, I think, or maybe it's slightly less. It's pretty close. Only the top 3 I know the top 3 get paid. The 16 weeks of $20 get paid. The bad beat, which you've won, gets paid. And I think the division winners each get $10 too, or some stupid shit. So
I think you're supposed to split the bad beat with the guy that beat you.
well, you can discuss that with him, but yeah. So I will get those. I'll make sure and find that because I have it somewhere. I'll make sure and get it out for next week's Downcast so we can say everything to everybody.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming by. Thank you all for tuning in, listening. We don't have any exit music because all that does is get Zach to cause us to fuck the video up and get copyrighted. So, peace out.
Good luck, everyone.